So now that we've talked about making our own modules, we're going to talk about built-in modules. So in this example, we'll be dealing with the shallow copy problem, which is using dictionaries, data structures, and data structures in general. So what a shallow copy is basically when you copy an object, or like for example a dictionary, those two, the new copy and the original copy, will share individual values. So, but what we're going to do now is make a deep copy, which is basically when you copy dictionary, for example, the new copy of the dictionary will have its own set. It'll have everything duplicated. So each one will have, they'll be the same initially, but they'll be duplicated. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so now this built-in module is called copy. So here's what it looks like. So import copy. All right, so let's make a dictionary. My dictionary equals, and now we're gonna have some from, if you remember from last time. So key value. We have our key value pairs, like we said before, separated by the comma. And then we're going to have our tuple, key, K, E, Y. Let's make it capital Y. And then colon 5. All right, so now we're going to make, well, instead of copying it, we're going to do, it's going to look like this. So we have copy dot deep copy, and then the parameter is your dictionary data structure, my dictionary. All right, so this is a built-in module, and it creates a deep copy using the function with this built-in module. All right, so now to make some difference, we're just gonna add my dictionary. We're gonna set this. We're gonna do this code right here just to make a little difference. We're gonna add the key pair 1 1. All right, so let's print them out, and you'll see how this built-in module works. So my dictionary. This name is my dictionary 1. My dictionary, and then my dictionary 1. All right, build. Here we go. Oops, I made it. There we go. So, as you can see, it copied everything, duplicated every single thing. But just to make a difference, I added in the first one, 1 1 pair. So another module we have is math, the math module. It's built in, so when you import and do math, you'll have a lot of mathematical functions like cosine, exponent, ceiling, and we'll do those right now. So we can delete all this. We don't need dictionaries anymore. So let's print, and then, oh, you could alias this. You don't have to because it's short. So math as M, and then we're going to do M dot cos for cosine, and then you have pi in the module, so that should work. So cosine of pi is -1. And then you have the exponent. Let's do this. Exp, and then 1, and you get e. So exponent is e to the power of whatever. So e to the power of 2, for example, is that, and so on. And you have ceiling, which if I might have talked about it before, but it gets rounds up. So ceiling of 1.6 is 2. And you also have a complex number module. So it's called CMath. So we can do that too. So import CMath as CM. And what you can do with this, let's find out. Let's do dir. If you remember that from CM. We're going to print that. As you can see, it shows everything, all of the functions, all the modules we have in this package. Anyway, in this, we have all the functions we have in this module, excuse me. And then so we can use something like square root. So square root. We're just explaining all of the maybe the useful functions you need. And I forgot the numbers. Let's say 4, 2, and it shows that as a complex number here. So as you can see, plus 0j. And we could also do polar in the following way. So let's do that. Might be useful for some of you. And we're gonna say, so we have a complex function 2. There you go, 0, 0. And wait, oh, forgot something. Forgot our parameters. 0, 1. And there you go. There's that. And we also have a random module, which is called import. It's called random. Let's call it ran. And what you can do, you can generate random numbers with this one. But let's see what dir ran build, and you have all these functions in there. So in this module, you can generate random numbers using different functions. For example, you have sample. Let's see, you have ran.sample, which generates a random sample of 3 elements. So we have the parameter like a list, for example. We have, here we go, 5, and then we have 3. Oops, I made a mistake. Hold on. Ran sample. I forgot something. Parentheses. And there you go. It took a random. See, it goes randomly. We also have random, which uniformly generates a random number from an interval. So random. I don't think we need this. Here we go. Just get some parentheses in there. All right. So generates a random number from 0 to 1. So let's say 10. Oops. But yeah, so it generates a random 0. So if you want to do like 10, for example, you do parentheses 10, up to 10. This is up to 1, basically. So from 0 to 1. Let's try 100. So as you can see, it just returns 0 from interval 0 to 1. Now, you have an interval option variation of this, so random. So you do rand int. So it makes a random interval from interval 5 to 100, for example. And this, what this does, gets a random number from that interval. So one more module we have is the sys module, sys. So let's import that. So import sys. I don't think we need to make an alias for that. So now let's do something with this. So what this does, this module gives us information on constants and functions that are related to the Python interpreter. So for example, you can get information on the max depth of recursion. So let's see that. So we have print sys.get recursion limit. Go, and you have 1000. So you can have recursion up to 1000 times. You also have print version, sys version, where we can see, hold on, what's this? Oh, right. There we go. And it tells us the version of our Python, what Python interpreter we're using. So mine is 3.51. We also have path, which shows us where all of the modules are. So this module, the sys module, allows us to pass arguments from the console when executing the script, which you can see in the following. Just let me get this file, prime test. You can see how it's used here in a module I made before. So you have it here being used. So it takes one argument from the console, the first argument, when you press enter, and it takes one argument from the console when you run this module in the console. And that's pretty much it for this chapter. We hope to see you next time.